Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Hope everyone's doing well. Thanks for being here. And it feels good to be back. We are back from our canceled shows last week. Hope everyone's doing well. Again, the link. So, first time here. This is, and I see Ashley here. Ashley Radcliffe, welcome in. Thank you. Uh, I see Bonnie and Susanna. Thanks for coming in, everybody. I do appreciate it. If you're rewatching this later, I'm usually working on some sort of either eBay or um, whatnot type show while we're talking and chatting and just going through things. The StreamYard link is pinned to the top of the chat. If anyone, uh, hey Evie, Angry Otter Comics, thanks for coming in. So it is pinned to the top if anyone's interested in coming in. The link for the StreamYard, and I have a couple things. I feel so far behind having to uh, cancel 3 of my 4 shows last week, but we're back at it and feeling good. So hope everyone's doing well. Everyone had a good weekend. Um, I have so I want to go just an update today, and I have a story about my daughter, which I thought was pretty cool, and get everyone up to speed as to where I'm at, where we're going with the channel, which is staying the same right now, but what we've got planned. And um, Bonnie, if you want to join me, or Susanna, anybody that wants to join, come on in. The link is at the top. Uh, I guess I'll start. First of all, the thank you to everyone that sent messages and uh, emails or whatever while I was out. My wife and I were both down at the same time, and that was not a lot of fun with the 2 kids. So uh, we're both back up and running now, and feeling a lot better. So again, thank you to everyone that reached out. I truly appreciate that. Uh, I'll apologize if there was anybody that was looking forward to like Treasures to Die For or whatever last week. Just couldn't do it. Wasn't able to. But we will be back on tomorrow at 7 o'clock for Treasures to Die For, and then Friday at noon. Also, so that's the thank you, and I do appreciate it. It's amazing how check-ins. A lot of people don't feel like, why do I need to check in? I don't want to check in, but it's amazing how great that feels when people are checking in. So thank you. Hey Stacy, thanks for coming in. Uh, Secondly, I want to say congratulations to all 40 of the people that made it into the Reseller Family Marathon this Friday and Saturday on Real Creative Studios and Hemlock Ladies channel. That's going to be awesome. You didn't see my name on the list, and that was my choice because that weekend is always busy for me. So as soon as they announced the dates, I made the decision that I was not going to email this time, and that's fine. It was completely my choice, but I 100% congratulate everybody that is in. I look forward to being in the chats as much as I can, and I if you know me, I'm a buyer as much as I am a seller. So uh, I look forward to supporting some of those. Some I can't say all because that might be a little tough, but definitely some of those sellers that are in there. I hope people get good exposure. I hope they learn something. I hope people meet new people, and you know, in this world of YouTube, meeting new people means new subs and new likes and new comments, and I'm all about that. So I hope that's what their body just posted some of the information. Uh, Check it out because it is a lot of fun. And let me tell you, those ladies that put that together spend a lot of time and a lot of effort coordinating that. And I've been a part of it in the past, and I appreciate everything they do. Um, so congratulations to those 40. I look forward to seeing you in the chats, and we will. I'm sure it'll be a good time. I absolutely am sure it'll be a good time. So the that's that again. There were some names in the when Robin and Tania and Rhonda put out um, the latest video announcing who the sellers were. There were some names in there that I didn't recognize, and I look forward to hopefully being able to catch them. So I think it's a good time. I hope everyone else. Hey, Wes. Yes, Wes. I'm glad you're feeling better. Hope you're home and well. Hope you're home and well, Wes. Did you get any? Are you on any restrictions, Wes? Or hey, Susanna, are you on any restrictions, Wes? Or is it kind of just go as you can tolerate it? The other thing I want to talk about, and again, Susanna, if you want to come up, Bonnie was eating, but if either of you want to come up, anybody wants to come up, link is at the top. My schedule is going to go back to normal now. I know last week I was off, but so today we have our show here, of course, and at the end we will push everyone over to Big Barn that is interested. Big Barn Auction Company has their Tuesday morning show this morning. Always has great stuff there. So that's today. Tomorrow at 7 p.m. We'll have the Treasures to Die For, where I roll a die for 5 to 10 items. Thursday morning we're back here at 9:45 for this type of show again, and then head right over to Big Barn after that, and then on Friday at noon. So Friday at noon, which is a couple hours before the marathon starts, the Treasures to Die For again, and I really enjoy that show. I'm also working on the Jeopardy, which is my Jeopardy style show. I'm working on the boards for that for July 10th. It'll be Susanna, Pamela H, and Pamela with an H, or Pamela H, and my friend Chris, who is returning champion. So always a good time, lots of laughs there, couple of giveaways, and we just it's a board game, right? It's a Jeopardy style game with real trivia type questions, and I put out clues, which there will be a clue today. I promise you there will be a clue. The third clue will be out today. And there's Miss Bonnie. Miss Bonnie, how are you?
I am good. How are you?
Good, thanks. Wes says he's thousands times better than, and just take it easy for a few days to heal. That's awesome, Wes. Good. Glad to hear it.
Yeah, just don't overdo it.
That's right.
Because, some of us tend to overdo things.
It's easy to do, isn't it? It's easy to overdo it.
Yep.
So, Bonnie, thanks for joining us. Hope everything's going well.
It is.
I was just finishing up. Friday at noon will be Treasures to Die For, and also I'm doing 2 Whatnot shows, or a Whatnot show today. I have a couple wrestling T-shirts that I'm going to try. We'll see. And then next week I'm doing Ephemera next Tuesday. We'll see. We'll see how these go, and if they go okay, I'll continue probably more regularly. If they don't, then I will probably try to bring them to YouTube a little bit, auction more on YouTube, because the amount of prep time for Whatnot is getting a little crazy. So
Ian's mom loves Ephemera.
Who is that?
Ian's mom.
Ian's mom. Yeah. Well, I've got a ton of it. So, and I always, so my issue with Ephemera is sometimes selling it. Like, I had some postcards a while back, and flipping through 30 postcards or whatever, and then having bids, I think is it can be a little boring for both the seller and the buyer. So I'm trying to figure out a way to speed it up and make it more interesting, and also make the sales, of course. But yes, I can't afford to rip the stitches and cause issues. No, Wes, absolutely not.
Right. No ripping stitches.
Right. That would not be good. Hey, Pam, how are you?
Hey, Pam.
And Pam, seeing Pam just reminded me something I wanted to say. So, everybody that's paid while I was out last week, everybody that has paid, anytime I sell, I do free shipping after $30 total tickets. Anybody that was paid and over $30 has been shipped out and should have your stuff any day now, if not already, kind of depending on where you live. Pam might have her stuff being a little bit closer than someone in, say, California. But that's all been shipped out. So I'm up to date on that. And I'm just trying to get back into it. It's summertime, and it's, the kids. Pam got both her boxes. Awesome. Thank you. Trying to.
Things change when the whole schedule changes with kids home.
Right. Hey, Kim, good to see you. Thanks for coming in.
Hey, Kim.
Kim had an early morning Whatnot show the other day, and it might have been yesterday. They all kind of blend together, but whether it was yesterday or the day before, Kim had an early morning Whatnot show where she was selling video games, and
she's been killing it on Whatnot.
She has, and I'll tell you, she made. There was some chat going on amongst the people that were there, and they were questioning a Whatnot rule on returns, right, or Whatnot's policy on returns. And like 10 seconds later, this guy offered to be a co-host on Kim's show, and he was staff for Whatnot, and he came on and he explained it, from the mouth of Whatnot staff. He explained the policy, and I thought that was great. That is one thing I have to say about that platform, is their customer service is spot on. And he was there in Kim's show, and they split the screen. He had Kim on the top, and this guy was on the bottom, and it was just really cool for him to jump in like that and offer to, kind of set things straight with the policy that was being discussed. So kudos to them on that. That was awesome. And I think Kim was excited about it too. She can correct me if I'm wrong, but she seemed pretty excited to have that happen. So that was pretty cool.
That sounds neat. She also got a bingo yesterday, finally.
Oh, on Johnny's bingo?
Yeah. After several attempts of no numbers being called, she got a bingo.
What'd you get, Kim? So I've been in there once for bingo, and I love bingo. The time slot, that early evening time slot is tough for me a lot. But I know he has his moon pies, and that, I wonder if that's what you're going to get, Kim. But.
Yeah, I got moon pie. I'm not a big moon pie person, so the kids, if they like it, they get to eat the moon pies.
Right. I did get bingo. Yep. We had not too far from my house, there was a bingo hall that I can say I had never, maybe once in 20 some years I had been there, maybe once or never. I can't even remember, but it shut down in the last few years, just like, because that's a lot of close people, real close together, and that wasn't the norm in the last few years. But it's now self-storage, indoor self-storage, and it kind of
good morning.
A little bit to see that.
Hey,
Susanna, how are you?
Good morning. I'm good. How are you guys?
Good.
You're doing well. How are you?
Awesome. Everyone in the chat. It's nice to be back home, that's for sure.
Yeah.
How was your trip?
It was amazing. We had a great time. The shower was absolutely beautiful. But I'm just saying, it is great to be back home.
You were missed yesterday, Susanna. Let us in, please.
Aww.
I kept checking my email on Sunday saying, where's my community news email? Where's my community news email?
You were ready for it.
I had
I was looking for it. I was like, because if I don't want to miss it, I don't want. That's a great opportunity for anybody that wants to, have a chance to get their, to learn what other people are doing and to get your name out there.
Yeah, but I had told everyone on Friday that I wasn't going to do the community news on Monday. I was still going to be away.
See, I missed that. Hey, Pamela.
Hey, Pam.
Pamela's going to
Hey,
be a
Pamela.
contestant on Jeopardy. I know Bonnie usually drops this, but I'm going to say it, and I've said this before. If you want to be a contestant on a future Jeopardy, which is again is the Jeopardy style game show, email me jabbiestreasures@gmail.com, and the more interest you get, the more often we can do it. And I know that Susanna's been pushing to have it more often, and I appreciate that. And I'm gonna say this again too. We every month, every time we do a Jeopardy, I do a giveaway for a spot on the next show, right? So it's a random number. Anybody that wants to participate can put in a number, and it's done by a random generator on my phone. And we always get 20, 25 numbers in the chat, and somebody wins. But if there are 20 to 25 people that are interested, I don't get that many emails. So it's interesting. It's interesting how that works.
Need to fix that.
Right.
People need to start emailing.
And that's how, I mean, if people want to be on, that's great. And I've heard people say in different chats, I've heard people say, oh, that's too hard. And he would never pick me.
It's all for fun.
It's
fun. All for fun. And believe me, it is all for fun. It's meant, Jeopardy, when it was on TV, well, it's still on TV, but it has been like America's favorite game show for however long, or whatever the title is. And I put my own little spin on it, of course, so that I'm not stealing their name and ideas, but
Pamela,
it was purely meant to bring everyone together and kind of get away from the daily grind for an hour. They go about 90 minutes, an hour and a half. Have some fun, laugh, joke around, and play a game that so many people enjoy. So,
well, Pamela, you're saying that I don't know what the heck I was thinking. I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer. Well, guess what? Me and you are in the same drawer, and we're both dull. Maybe we can sharpen ourselves up.
You guys are going to do awesome. You're going to surprise yourself and do great.
If anything, we're going to laugh. So
you're going to laugh. And
that's right.
So I will say last time, it really did come down to people knowing the answers to the clues for the Jeopardy clues. And I'm going to tell a story because if those that were on the panel had jotted down all of those answers, it would have changed the outcome of last month's show. But
hey, why don't you have double jeopardy on that board?
I'm sorry?
You don't have double jeopardy.
I don't have double jeopardy. No, I do it round 1 and round 2, and I don't do the daily double type things. No, I don't do those. Is that what you mean?
Yeah. Like if we say, 900, whatever, and then it comes on double jeopardy, then you can get to, you can bet whatever you want to bet, and you have a chance of doubling your points.
Yeah, I don't have a way to the way I build my boards, the website where I use to build my boards doesn't really have a way to incorporate both of an announcement type thing, like the and the question. So I said now, because we like to, we have fun with it too. And when people don't know the answer, I give out clues and stuff, and higher, lower number, not quite that high. Pamela says she's watched and have only seen one Jeopardy clue so far. There are two out there. There are two out right now. Jeopardy clues, and there is going to be one today, and I'm going to show it, but I need to get to that story before I can do it, because I want that to be the answer. so when I do the Jeopardy clues, I've announced that it'll be verbal. It's any time from the last show until right up until the next show. So probably next show is July 10th. So anytime, July 9th will kind of be the cutoff for Jeopardy clues for July 10th. There are 2 out so far. There will be 3 more before the 10th. And I would have liked to have spread them out a little bit more, but not being on last week, I lost the opportunity to probably put out 1 or 2. So they will be coming here in the next, we have 2 weeks though, right? We have almost 2 weeks. Yep. The 4th. Yeah. Almost 2 weeks. So
yeah,
that's 4 shows this week, 4 shows the following week, plus wherever else I may jump in. So I have at least 8 shows to drop 3 more links. But so we'll do that right now. I'll show everybody what I'm talking about. So my daughter, she just finished 6th grade, finally out, and the last 26 days of school, the middle school did every day had a letter, right? So the 26th day of left of school was letter A, the last day of school was letter Z, and they all meant something. A for whatever, and W day, almost the end, was wish day, and the everybody was supposed to give, all of the students were supposed to tell what their wish was for 7th grade, right? Moving into 7th grade, what is their wish? What do they hope will happen, or whatever? But that's what it was. W wish day, and my daughter came up with this on her own, and my wife and I thought it was absolutely amazing. But she said, I wish that in 7th grade, my grades are higher than my temperature. And I said, wow. Because, this past year, she had a couple episodes of pretty high fever with everything that's going on. And, we had to deal with that. And I mean, typical kid stuff, right? And okay, Bonnie. And she was, she was bummed about that. So, when you get 102 fever as a kid, you don't feel as anybody, but especially as a kid, you don't feel good, and you don't want to feel like that again. So that was her wish. So that's what we're going to do today. We are going to call that our Jeopardy clue. I'm putting it out there right now. There's the graphic, the Jeopardy clue, and the answer is wish day is the answer for this Jeopardy clue. We'll put that up there. I'm going to write it down so that I don't forget. But wish day is the answer. If I can find out where I kept them. There we go. But now there's 3. There are 3 out there. 2 more to go. And again, if you get all 5 of them, you have, I think it's like 6,000 points that you can get on the next Jeopardy. So yeah, I know, right, Kim? I mean, that's what she said. So there's Bonnie back.
yeah. I just had a quick phone call.
Let's see what I missed. They took mercy on you. Yeah, I saw that, Kim, but they took mercy on you. What did I miss there?
I think that was for bingo.
Okay.
You know what would be fun? Because their Sunday night shows are so fun. It would be neat if Picky Nicky and Kim both were on Jeopardy together. That would be hilarious.
We can arrange that. Again, so having 2 people, unless someone, it'll be in a future show, we can arrange that, because we do want to have the winner invited back, right?
Yeah.
And I do want to make sure that I give away a spot to anybody in the chat. They come participate, so we want to make sure that that's kind of a reward for everybody that comes in and participates that wants to. The only requirements are you have to be available on the day that it's scheduled, which I announce, and then you have to be willing to come on camera.
Yeah. I'll work on that, Kim.
Yeah. Bonnie, I tried to tell Nikki, talk her into it. I'm in. All right.
Yeah, Pamela, his daughter is pretty awesome. You've got an amazing daughter there, Jabby.
I do. Thank you. You know, I appreciate that. Her and I butted heads for probably, I don't know, a year or so. There was an 8. She's 11 now, but 8 to 9.5, 8 to 10. Uh, her and I butted heads quite a bit, and some of that, this is no excuse, but some of that was when my migraines were at their worst, right? And she wanted to be a kid, and I wanted her to be an adult because I wanted her to understand what was going on with my head, and of course she didn't. And I think other part of it was just her. There was a mental and a physical growth spurt in there for her that she was, every kid has to deal with, but
Yeah.
we that's all. We both agree that's kind of we gotten over that. So
Well, it's better to get it done at a younger age than at a later age.
well,
like in the teens.
I fear that round 2 is coming, right? But
oh, let's hope it don't. I had my rounds with Haley her 10th grade year. But that last school year was great. Hopefully, praying senior year will be awesome.
Good morning, Bobby.
Hey, Bobby. Good morning.
Hey, Bobby.
And Stacy.
Yeah, Stacy. Maybe a special show, Stacy. Maybe you're right. Maybe we can do a special show. That I can do that, and that would be, a special show. And we had talked. It was mentioned before. Excuse me, mentioned before. To try and do a big barn show with Rhonda, Chris, and JJ. And I know Rhonda was going to try to make that happen, but those special type shows can kind of be the start of more episodes.
Yeah,
we can do the regular ones and then have these special ones, and that can kind of be the start of another one a month or whatever. So,
and I'm sure she's waiting until after the marathon to start all that, because I know they've been busy getting that all set up and prepared.
Absolutely, yeah, and I can't put it all on Rhonda either, right? I mean, yeah, she has she can probably get to JJ and Goose and coordinate schedules better than I can with them.
Yeah,
but it's not Rhonda's responsibility to do that either. She just agreed to do it, but I haven't done anything to make that happen myself. So,
did you see what happened to poor JJ yesterday? They got a cat, an 8-month-old kitten, and it had kittens.
Yep. I fell asleep last night after that. It was after Teresa showed the cats, but I did not make it through his entire show. I fell asleep.
Oh, I did, and it was so funny. He didn't realize that an 8-month-old cat could have kittens.
Yeah, I did see that. I saw. He's like, look, she's only 8 months old.
And poor Willow, the first time they had the Cabbage Pail Kid cards they were selling, she apparently dozed off, and when she woke up, they were selling Cabbage Pail Kids cards again.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. I thought it was kind of funny.
Ella, how are you?
Ella.
Good to see you.
Ella.
And then in T and Tania or Kim and Tania and all show last night, oh my gosh, it was the laughs. Tania was, I don't think she could breathe at one point. She was laughing so hard. It was so funny. You guys just gonna have to watch the first 20 minutes to find out.
Yeah, I'll have to go back and check that out.
Yeah, it was hilarious. Kidlit was on point last night for sure.
Awesome. Hey, Krista. Good morning.
Hey, Krista. Krista made the cut for the marathon, and so did Ella and Kim
and Susanna.
and Susanna.
Yeah.
There's some new ones on there that's going to be interesting.
That's what. Yeah, I was saying that before you came up. I'm very excited to see some new names, and I
Yeah.
hope everyone does real well. Whoa, Susanna left. I hope Susanna. It's weird when someone drops out like that. It reshuffles the entire screen in StreamYard, and
Yeah.
Am I listing today? I'm working on behind the scenes, Krista. I have a Whatnot show today. I'm doing a few wrestling shirts, and I'm trying to get promo stuff done for that. So I've got split screen here on my laptop, trying to get some promo stuff done for that. But we'll see. I need to. There's Susanna back. I purchased some. Welcome back, Susanna.
Thank you.
I
Pam
purchased
got
some
on too.
Pam's on too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I purchased some stuff at auction in addition to the jewelry that I may need to.
And Pamela.
And Pamela, yeah.
I'm interrupting you. I know. I'm reading the chat.
1:30 today, Kim. I think. Let me check. I got to remember if it was 1:30 or 2:30.
Guys, I don't think I'm going to be doing my. Oh, I'm interrupting you again. I'm so sorry.
You're all right.
No
problem.
Sorry. Your show.
2:30, Kim. And Brian got in. Yeah. Ashley, how are you? Nice to see you.
Ashley's gray.
Ashley will be blue in just a second.
Watch out for the sprinkles.
So 2:30 today, I'm doing some wrestling shirts. I showed the one before. I'm a little leery on doing them on Whatnot because A, there's only about 12 or 14 of them, and B, there were only a couple hundred made of them, and they were only available at these certain events in 2007, 2008, 2009, whatever. So they're not $3 t-shirts. Hey, Andrew, thanks for coming in.
Hey, Andrew.
So we'll see how they go. It'll be quick because it's only, there's only 12 or 15 of them. So even if I run through all of them and none of them sell, it should only be 20 minutes or so.
Are you going to try them on?
Am I going to what?
Are you going to try them on so you can pose with them?
Well, no.
Why? You can sell it better if you try it on.
Well, some of them won't fit me, right? They aren't my size, but
you try the one that is.
No, because these are unworn, unwashed shirts. So I don't want to. And I've not seen anybody do a show where they actually model the clothes.
Well, you should. You can show those muscles off.
Yeah, those muscles. I don't feel very strong these days.
Aw, yes, you do.
So that's the Whatnot. That's what I'm working on, Krista. The marathon, yes, as I mentioned early on, congratulations to everybody that's in. That is so awesome. I hope everyone does well. I look forward to being in there as much as I can and supporting.
Gabby, what's going on?
No, I said earlier so as soon as the dates were announced, it was my choice. I didn't send in an email on purpose because that weekend is always 4th of July weekend is always super busy for me. So I figured if I got in, if I was lucky enough to get in, then I would be the guy that would have to change my schedule at least once, maybe 2 or 3 times, and that's just not fair to everybody else. So right away when they announced the dates, I said to myself I wasn't gonna, not this time. Next time, if the dates work, then absolutely. But this time I just said I'm gonna be a buyer as much as I can and support the channels and do what I can and whatever I can do to help support the marathon as a buyer this time. So a buyer and a viewer.
They are still taking emails for people that would like to be backups. If anybody would like to be a backup,
I'm willing
because
to
they figure this weekend will be busy.
Right. I'm willing to give up my spot to Marion.
Well, you're talking to the wrong person here.
I know. I'm just saying it out loud. I'm not asking your permission.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be worked out where you're still in there, and Marion can be in there too. So you just hold that thought there.
But Marion I love watching Marion on there.
We do too. But we also love watching you and Tina.
Oh, no. Not going to be with me. Nope.
She's not.
No, this year it's going to be very serious. Going to be very, very serious and very, selling oriented. There's not going to be no funnies. She's not going to scream at me. Nope.
Yeah, right.
We'll see. And if not, we'll have to message her in the middle of when you're on and say,
where are you at?
Yeah. And so switching, we're flip-flopping in conversations, but 3 things. Make sure if you're rewatching this, there was a Jabberty clue earlier. Krista said she had a shirt sale and whatnot, didn't sell any. Thinks there were a million other t-shirt sales at the same time. I've said this before, and I may have to switch gears with it, right? Again, I've said this before, as a numbers guy, the amount of time that it takes to prep for it and advertise for it and actually do the show sometimes it's coming very, very close, right? And my spreadsheet graphics, it's becoming very, very close to whether or not the time and effort are worth it. And I think the platform need to really be pushing for new non-reseller buyers. And I don't know,
Krista, maybe like I just told Jabby that he needs to try it on, model it, try to model the t-shirts. Hello.
We're here. We're here. I've never seen that done. I wonder if that would work. I'm not going to do it, but I wonder if that would work. It would be interesting if someone sold everything that's a size that fit that, right? So that they could try on they could model it. But I agree with that too, Kim.
Angry Otter, if you ever decide that you would like to sell and you still don't feel that you have the viewership, you can always reach out to Hemlock Lady Mercantile or one of the other ladies. Surely they may have you on, because a lot of times they will promote other channels and help you sell your stuff.
Yep, absolutely.
Krista, that's not true.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't do that, Krista. You wouldn't run them off.
No.
So, Susanna, tell us about your trip.
My trip. Oh my God. I have such a story for you guys. Maybe I should wait until tomorrow on my show to tell.
Oh, no, I see. Okay.
No, I'll say it. I'll say it. So when my daughter and I on Saturday, we left my house at 2:30. We hit the George Washington Bridge. Probably I would say around 2:30, 3:30, 4:30, 5:30. It was about, I don't know, 5:45, right? 5:30, 5:45. And so we're stuck in traffic. These people drive like there's no tomorrow. They're like cutting you off. And I get high anxiety. My daughter's laying on the horn. And I told my daughter, knock it off. Stop. Because somebody's going to pull out a gun and they're going to shoot us or they're going to stab us. You need to stop doing that shit. Because I can't take it, right? All of a sudden, we're almost at the edge. Because it was like bumper to bumper to get to the bridge, right? We're almost at the edge of the bridge. this woman, we see her in the middle of the highway walking down towards us, and she stopped at cars. And I'm like, is she begging for money? And then my daughter goes, no, Mom, she's selling roses. I'm like, selling roses? Who the hell sells roses in the middle of the highway? Well, when she ever got to us, she was selling churros. Churros! Who sells churros in the middle of the highway?
She figured as much as that bumper to bumper traffic was, you were getting hungry.
I cannot believe it. I'm telling my daughter, are you serious? Are you kidding me? Like, I was ready to give the woman $20 and say, get off the highway before you get killed.
I've seen that a lot in the city. I've never seen churros. I've seen roses and on hot days, bottles of water and stuff. I've seen that as people are waiting in.
Angry Otter, I have to agree with that. He says it sounds like Texas. Lines on the road are just a suggestion. I do not like Dallas traffic because the lines on the road are just a suggestion. And I have never been flipped off so much in my life than driving in Dallas traffic.
I was like, no, in New York, you go underneath this tunnel and there's no ceiling, no roof in the tunnel. It's just, you can see up above. And all I could think about was, this is going to fall down on me. There's bumper to bumper traffic. I can't move. I can't breathe. It's so dirty under there. I'm like, why don't they power wash this stuff? And my daughter says, Mom, shut up, please.
Wait a minute. What kind of tunnel where did you go? What that doesn't have a top? What are you talking about?
It doesn't have, like, you know how when you're driving, right? Do you see the ceiling of
You're on an underpass. You weren't in a tunnel.
No, I was underneath an overpass, whatever you call that thing. But they're big. They're not like a regular underpass, for 2-lane car, 3-lane car to go by. No, there's like maybe 100 feet of tunnel. You could see the outside, but there was no roof. I'm like, why isn't there a roof on this tunnel? Like, there was some spaces, and then it was all dirty, all black smuck. Like, why can't you power wash this?
Well,
yeah.
A few reasons. One, because they get dirty again. Hey, Swamp Picker, thanks for coming in. And two, when they wash it, where would it go? It would just fall down,
No, the water runs down.
Down into what?
Down onto the cars and the road and everything else.
No, they don't have those suction vacuums that they can suck up the water. Are you here?
I'm here.
Hey, Glenn. He's just trying to picture this. That's what he's doing. He's trying to picture it.
So it wasn't a tunnel, but you were under a bunch of layers of overpass. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, but it wasn't just like one layer. It wasn't like, no, this was like a short tunnel with the overpass. I think it was an overpass, or it could have been a building up top. I don't know. Could have been a damn river going through the top. I don't know. And then these people, when you're driving and there's an overpass and you see all these grates, these fences, and there's a man just standing there looking at the people looking down at the highway. I'm like, Casey, that man's going to jump. And she goes, Mom, there's a fence. I says, he can climb it. You can't do that. Like, why would you stand there? Oh, my God.
We need to just put blinders on you and give you a knockout drug to go traveling, right?
Oh, my God. That's what my daughter said. She said, Mom, I should have brought one of those, the pills that not pills, but the gummies she gives her dog to put in the car, so he can sleep. She can sleep. She says, I should have brought one for you.
Yes. In Mobile, Alabama, they have a tunnel that's under the river, and that is the weirdest thing ever. I've gone through it several times.
There's one in Boston. It's
I don't
like a river.
Yeah.
And you get claustrophobic. I close my eyes.
Well, I keep thinking the tunnel's going to bust. And I'm
Yeah,
just gonna be out there in the water somewhere.
yeah, you're gonna be, and there's nobody there with a vacuum pump picking up the water. Nope. You're gonna be, and a friggin' shark is gonna fall on your head. He's gonna swallow you. Your body's never gonna be found. I can't take this.
They ain't got a big enough vacuum pump for that water.
They do. They need a vacuum. You know what I'm talking about. When you have water in the basement, you get those vacuum cleaners that's water.
The Charles River is not going to be vacuumed up by a shop vac.
Well,
right?
A lot of shop vacs. Next time I'm bringing one in my car just in case when I go under there.
You know you missed this, Jabby, didn't you?
Absolutely, I did. I so did. Oh man,
crazy ass people.
I haven't been in that one, Stacy.
There's churros on the highway. There's friggin' no ceilings on the highway. I'm like, get me out of here.
That's
and
the
then when you go by New Jersey,
right there.
Guys, when you go by New Jersey, when you get in New Jersey, why does it stink? Seriously, why does it stink so bad on the highway? Does anybody, can anybody?
Kathy says, oh my gosh, I'm lurking and working, but I'm laughing my butt off now, Susanna.
Yeah, churros.
They were churros. And then I've never had a churro my whole life. So I'm asking my daughter, what exactly are they? And she says it's like a sweet thing. I thought it was like a quesadilla. I didn't know. I never had one.
How come
Angry Otter is saying, funniest thing I ever saw was my little brother from Kentucky moved to Texas, and we have a thing here called the Texas Courtesy Pass, where you pull over to the shoulder to let people pass you. He got so mad not understanding what the kind old lady in front of him was doing and went into total road rage, yelling at his windshield, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Good morning, Mr. Picky.
Hey, John, Kathy, good to see everybody.
See, Annie doesn't even know what a churro is, too. So,
isn't it? It's supposed to be kind of like a Mexican dessert, I thought.
Yeah, that's how I would have. Yeah.
What?
It's kind of like a fried something rolled in cinnamon and sugar and stuff.
Well, Beverly is saying we call it. What is it?
Churro.
Churro?
Yeah.
Oh, so they're not churros.
No, just churros.
Oh. But not churro. Oh, they're churros.
Yeah.
So I'm saying it wrong.
That's like a fried dough. Churros like a fried dough.
Hey, Beverly. Yeah, it's like a long fried cinnamon stick.
Like
churro
is like beans, isn't it?
I don't know. Churro may be a made-up word by Susanna.
Yeah.
You know what? Probably. I don't know. My daughter said the word and then I repeated it. She didn't say anything back to me. Maybe that's why she was laughing. I don't know. So I go go to Taco Bell and ask for a churro.
You can get them there.
Oh, I'm adding extra syllable. All right. So they're churro. That doesn't sound right. Churros.
It is. It's right. I've heard of churros. See, Annie knows what churros are.
I really wish you had bought one, Susanna.
Buy food in the middle of the highway? Are you crazy with all that smuck?
Smuck?
Yeah, New York, under those bridges, under those tunnels, it was black dust.
Robin, thanks for coming in, Robin. Good to see you.
Hey, Robin.
Well, I think Susanna, the true answer to that is because it's a sort of an enclosed space, and you have so many cars that it's just going to be that, you know, they may have cleaned it last month for all we know, but probably not. But they could have cleaned it. I think it's just the.
When I go to Boston, and I go through the tunnels, they're yellow. They're nice and bright and yellow. Although I close my eyes and not even halfway through, but they're clean. No, you go to New York, everything is pitch black. It's friggin' dust. It's like not dust. I don't know, coal maybe on the walls. I don't know.
Soot.
Soot.
And no ceiling. No friggin' ceiling. You can see all the
How
stuff
did
up
the
above.
tunnel not have a ceiling though?
It did not have a ceiling. It did not. There were spaces that had
Then
no
it's not
ceiling.
a tunnel.
Huh?
If it had no ceiling, it's not a tunnel.
It did. It had some parts had some, and then there was some other parts that didn't have it. You saw stuff upstairs.
Are you sure your daughter didn't slip you a gummy?
No. It was a tunnel. It wasn't an overpass. It was a tunnel. It's not big. It was enclosed, just like an archway. It goes from one side to the other. It was enclosed, and it was probably about 100 to 100 feet long. It was big. It was not small like an overpass. There was no ceiling. There were spots that had no ceiling.
Just straight up to heaven.
No, you couldn't
Straight up
see
to
the
heaven,
sky.
Can't have a tunnel stopping you from getting to heaven.
I should have took a picture. I should have took a picture. Because you guys think I'm lying. I'm not. There was no ceiling. Parts of it, there was no ceiling.
We're just trying to get this picture right.
There is grading for road and bridges. Grading. No, there was a hole. You couldn't see the sky. It was a hole.
Oh, Pamela says, does the blank spaces are where the ceiling broke away and fell down in sections?
Could be. It could be, but there was nothing upstairs.
So what did you see?
Nothing upstairs. I say that about a lot of things. Nothing upstairs.
So when you looked up, what did you see?
There was just space. There was nothing there. It was all black.
So, okay. Just because it was black doesn't mean, okay, it might have been a tunnel. It was just black.
No, it wasn't the color black on the ceiling. No, because you know the difference between dust and there's no space. And there was no space. It was open ceiling.
But wait, what time of day? Was it
It
still
was
daylight
during the
out?
day. It was like quarter of 6, 5:30, quarter of 6 when we were under those tunnels. It's not ventilation. It wasn't a ventilation. There was no air. No air because it was hot under there. Nope. There was no. I would not want to breathe under there. I should have held my breath.
Massachusetts to New Jersey via a black hole.
No, it wasn't in New Jersey. It was still in New York.
Well, I said that's what I said. Massachusetts to New Jersey via a black hole.
So, a tunnel that's not a tunnel with a ceiling.
No ceiling.
No ceiling. Sorry. No
parts
Nothing
of
upstairs.
Parts of it, there was no ceiling. It was just black. It was just black air. There was nothing there. It wasn't part of the ceiling.
No, it can't be black air because wait, it was daylight. It was daylight outside.
Yeah.
It can't be black air. It had to be just the black patches of the ceiling.
No, but you couldn't see the sky.
Well, if you're in a tunnel, you're not going to see the sky anyway.
No, but it had no ceiling.
JJ.
It was blackness.
Oh, I don't know.
I gotta find a friggin' picture. See if something on the internet that shows it. Because I'm not lying. I'm not kidding. I'm not telling stories, JJ. It is the truth.
Good morning, JJ.
Go into the tunnel. You'll see no ceiling and churro ladies selling churros. That's all I have to say.
Churros, not churro.
Churros. Well, they weren't selling. I can tell you they weren't selling penises under there. That's for sure.
I would hope not. In a tunnel with no ceiling, that'd be awfully bad.
Nothing upstairs.
Nothing upstairs. Yep.
You know, Wes, I should have called the fire department. They would have definitely They probably would have brought their hoses and washed the damn thing. That's what I should have did.
We don't have access to that button.
Yeah. Yes, Robin. Chichiros. That's the new word. That's the word of the day.
You're just not making any sense, Susanna. We don't think it's stories. How can I not make sense? I'm telling you exactly what I went through and what I saw. I know what I saw.
The tunnel has to have a ceiling. It has to have all four sides surrounding you with something. You won't see.
I'm telling you,
daylight
there were
or not.
holes. It was a hole in the ceiling. There was holes in the ceiling, but you couldn't see the sky. There was no ceiling in that tunnel. There was no ceiling. What do you want me to tell you? There wasn't. You guys think I'm crazy. I'm not.
Can you make this clip again?
911, hello. What drugs are you on?
John, I'm telling you, I didn't have any ice cream. Nothing. I am being honest with you. You guys think I'm crazy, but I'm not. I don't do drugs. And maybe if I did drugs, it's the ones that you left over, JJ. There was no ceiling. JJ, there was no ceiling. I'm telling you guys, there was no friggin' ceiling.
Now, can you have your daughter come on with us at some point?
Oh boy, we haven't heard on that.
Oh, Carol Ann just told me to shut the fuck up, Susanna. Okay, Carol Ann, thank you.
Because we don't have the button.
Okay. But I'm telling you, I should tell my daughter. She, you know what? What are you on? Oh, for 5 more minutes. Forget it, because JJ's coming on. But I would have gotten my daughter here. Didn't even think.
Maybe we need to get her to come on tomorrow and tell us more about this tunnel.
Okay, on my show, she'll come on tomorrow and she'll tell.
Okay.
Everybody, if you want to know more about the tunnel, Susanna's Chronicles tomorrow.
But
wait a minute.
I want the StreamYard link tomorrow so I can come on and ask questions.
Wait a minute. No, my daughter's working tomorrow. She can't come on.
Hey, Star Girl.
There was no drugs in that tunnel. Outer. There wasn't.
All the drugs are in the Chichiros.
No roof, no sky. Yeah, they were the Chichiros.
Nothing upstairs.
There wasn't. There was nothing upstairs. You could see. It was just black air. There was nothing up there. It was just no ceiling.
Well, wait a minute. Wait. Maybe that black air was exhaust and you just couldn't see the ceiling through all that exhaust.
There was no machine up there to do any exhaust. You didn't feel no air.
People's vehicles.
There was no vehicles. It wasn't a 2-top bridge or 2-top lane. It was just one.
No. The ladies on all the lanes that you were on, all those vehicles, because you said it was like bumper to bumper and all that.
Yeah.
Then maybe all the exhaust of everybody just sitting there was just lifting up and just holding there, and it looked like a black fog, and you didn't see the ceiling.
All the exhaust went into specific places, not throughout the whole ceiling. No, just those specific places in the ceiling that made it look like there was no ceiling there. Now, that's a little far-fetched.
It makes more sense, though.
No. And can we get off this subject and ask about New Jersey? Does anybody...
Did the car have a roof, or were you in a convertible?
I wasn't in a convertible.
Were you awake?
Carol and Susanna, with all that detail, I think you ate the churro.
I would not get the churro. I would not eat anything off my way. Come on.
Because there was black fog around. She wasn't going to eat no churros with black fog around.
No.
Now tell them what would fall on that churro. Yeah, it was a churro.
It was a churro.
So we got you from Massachusetts to New York. We're not sure how you got out of New York. Tell us about New Jersey.
New Jersey stunk. It smelled. As soon as you hit New Jersey, it smells so bad. It smelled like a waste treatment water poop plant. I don't know. It
Oh,
stunk
that
so
could have
bad.
been the black fog.
I know, because it was clear skies.
Yeah, it was all trapped in the tunnel.
No,
before you got out.
Way back. That was way back, the tunnel. I think it's like maybe another 13 miles before you hit. I got to ask my daughter, before you hit New Jersey. And then once you hit New Jersey, it smelled so bad. After a while, the smell dissipated, but it stunk so bad.
It went into the tunnel.
I don't know.
It just wafted over into the tunnel.
I'm with you, Wes. I don't even know what to say. So, all right, let's get you to your destination. How was the destination where you were?
Oh my God, I totally forgot this part. So we get to the hotel, right? We go to check in. Oh my God, I can't believe I forgot to tell you this. So we checked in. We had to wait because the lady turned around and said, your room's not ready yet. Hello, check-in time is at 3 p.m. We got to the hotel. It was what? 7:30, 8 o'clock at night, right? The hotel room's not done. So she says, can you just wait a little bit? Absolutely. So we waited a little bit, right? She gave us the keys maybe about 20 minutes later. We walk in there. The first thing I do is I take off my sandals and I walk on the carpet. Squish, squish. It was friggin' water on the carpet. I go back there to the lady and I says, hello. I says, ma'am, the carpet's wet. She goes, we just washed the carpet. I said, what? She goes, oh yeah, we washed the carpet. I'm like, okay. So I figured, keep your shoes on. During the night, I woke up and I'm like, what is that smell? I'm like, whatever, because, okay. The next day in the morning, my daughter wakes up and she's, we're talking, we're having coffee. And she goes, Mom, did you smell anything last night? I says, I did. I woke up to a really odd smell. She goes, it smelled like cat pee. I'm like, that's what it was. So we took a shower, we got dressed and we leave. And I said to the guy at the desk, I says, excuse me. I says, we were in room 104. I says, and last night our room wasn't ready. And when it was, the carpet was all full of water. He goes, oh, didn't she tell you we had washed the carpet? I said, she told me afterwards when I came to ask. I says, and another thing, last night while we were sleeping, we woke up, we smelled really bad stench of cat pee. Oh, I'm so sorry. We're going to change rooms. We're going to change rooms for you. Who the hell brings a friggin' cat to a damn hotel?
I bet it
Who
wasn't a
brings a cat? And the cat peed. It must have sprayed him. I don't like cats. I'm sorry. I know people love cats, and that's okay. But I don't think
it was. I bet you it wasn't cat. I bet you it was the wet carpet in the air with the air conditioning and the enclosed space, and and the filth that's in those carpets.
No. And then
people drinking the Kool-Aid from strangers.
So we figured on Sunday, right? We figured after the shower, whatnot, when we get back, we take a shower. We're going to go to the pool, have a swim, and then we'd head out later on to my daughter-in-law's family's house. Putting on my bathing suit, coming down with a towel, me and my daughter, and all of a sudden, guess what? The pool is dry. There's no water. There's no water in the damn pool.
And you
no
were so
water.
excited for that pool.
And this was, I'm going to tell you, the Fairfield at Cherry Hill, the Marriott. The Fairfield in Cherry Hill, it was the Marriott. No pool, no water. There was a pool, but there was no water. So I told my son, I says, TJ, I says, there's no water in the pool. And my son, who being funny, he's like, Mom, there was a bunch of kids there and threw their towels in the pool. I'm done.
Besides all that, you had a good time though, right?
Oh yeah, we had a great time. But I also have to say yesterday on our way back, we left the hotel room maybe about 9 a.m. And then we found this place. It's called 2A Thrift. 2A Thrift. It's a huge, huge store, superstore for thrifting. And I think it was called Pennsauken, New Jersey. Amazing. And if you live around there, you need to go there. 2A Thrift.
Angry Otter said the pool water was in your room.
You know what? You're
The
probably
pool water was in there. Yep.
it must have used that vacuum with the water vacuum thing and pushed it into my room. I don't know. That's where the water was.
Maybe
I
it
want
was
to
the
go
same
on a
water
trip
they
one
sucked
time
up
with
the river
Susanna.
from.
I was literally I was like, no friggin' pool. We have cat pee and we have water in our room. I want the water in the pool, not in my room. Mhm.
And then you had to drive back through it.
No, we didn't. Guess what? We were smarter. We went the Tappan Zee way. We went up to 87 instead of 95 because the GPS told us to, because there was a big accident on 95, like a trailer jackknifed. So it said rerouting, and we went through the Tappan Zee Bridge, which I didn't even know is seen that we went to the Tappan Zee Bridge because I was crying in the car and I was so upset and so mad. And I was, why are they washing my street? What the hell? More water.
More water, but not in the
Your
pool.
carpet cleaners are there.
No, they didn't. They did serve breakfast, but they didn't. And then on Saturday night, get this, Carol Ann, there wasn't even coffee when we got there. I had to ask the lady, "Where's the coffee?" She goes, "Well, I've been busy all day." I said, "Okay." So I sat there and waited until she made it. She looked at me while I was watching her at her own desk, and I think she got the hint that I'm not leaving without you making coffee. And so she made coffee. Yep. And we're not even going to talk about us going to dinner that night at the Outback. They brought me my steak and it tasted boiled. I did not pay for my meal, but I had a fun time.
Besides all that, she had fun.
Yeah.
I did. I had a lot of fun.
We had fun, and we only experienced about 20 minutes of it or so. So
You
Yeah.
what?
just your story
We
goes.
had fun.
Oh,
Hearing about it.
oh my goodness.
And speaking of fun, Big Barn Auctions is going to be soon, and that's always a lot of fun.
That is correct. Just a few minutes. We will. Hot Mess Thrifter, thanks for coming in.
Hey, Hot Mess.
See? Beverly,
Yeah,
right? You know about the Tappan Zee Bridge. You know that there's a new one because you can't drive over the old one because they didn't know for 20 years. They knew that bridge was about to fall, but they still let people drive on it, and they finally built a new one. I like the Tappan Zee Bridge, the new one better.
Right, Wes? Woohoo! Stories with Susanna are the best.
Ashley is like a hotel pigeon forge.
So before we send everyone over to Big Barn and JJ and Rhonda, and remind everyone that tomorrow at 7 p.m. we will have Treasures to Die For. Ask around if you're not sure what that is. I roll the die for 5 to 10 items, and I sell it for whatever. If I roll it 3 ones, I sell it for $1.11. If I roll 3 5s, it's $5.55, and anything in between, or 3 6s, I should say, 3 6s, $6.66. Anything in between. Tomorrow at Wednesday, 7 p.m. Back here Thursday for Listing and Laughing, and then Friday at noon, another Treasures to Die For. Susanna, thank you, and Bonnie, thank you so much for coming on. I'm glad to be back. I needed this today because that was missing last week. I needed to get back on, and I appreciate Susanna. Your story was. I'll be laughing about this for a few more days.
I'm sorry if I talk too much. I know.
You are fine,
no, this
Susanna.
was awesome.
And Debbie, you were greatly missed last week. Very much so.
Absolutely.
I appreciate that. Well, we're back up and running, and I need to check in with Rhonda a little bit about schedule and because I'm gonna want to go live here at some point and do an auction, and I don't know when though. I don't know when. Got to figure that out with Rhonda and my kids and my wife. So Rhonda for the YouTube help and the kids so that they, that they're fed and stuff. All that important stuff with kids.
Yeah, they have a bad habit of doing that eating, huh?
Right.
Gabby, just take them on the highway for churros.
Right. Well, I'm actually thinking about taking a trip down there right now to see what this tunnel, because it only takes me a couple hours to get down there.
Right.
And then reporting back on Thursday with photos of.
You should you know what? I should have went live. The next time I go to Jersey, I'm gonna go live under that bridge, so you guys are gonna see it. That I'm not crazy. They're probably gonna fix
now it's a bridge.
No, the tunnel, a bridge, whatever. It's a tunnel. There was all three sides. It was like boom on one side, and then the ceiling, and then boom on the other side. It was a tunnel.
It was a parking lot. Rhonda, thanks for coming in. We're going to send everyone over, and there's the links for the summer family auction, reseller auction.
Yes.
And Rhonda
40 resellers, 20 hours, 2 days, 2 wonderful hosts, 2 wonderful mods, and lots of fun and laughs.
Right, starting this Friday at 3:45, I believe, and then they'll switch channels. They'll start. I think they're starting on. I don't remember. Go to the links because I don't remember where they're starting. But 3:45 on one channel. Then later in the evening they'll move to the second one, and then day 2 they start up again, and they'll switch somewhere around halfway through the day.
They're going to start on Hemlock Lady Mercantile's channel.
Okay.
Okay.
Wes says he can't laugh much more to protect his stitches. All right.
Get that pillow, hold it tight.
That's right. All right, everybody. If you're staying on YouTube, head over to Big Barn. I'm sure he's got a great show going on today. If you're, and then same thing on Thursday, he'll have his unboxing, I think. And stay tuned because I will be coming up with a sale here at some point myself. And don't forget Jabberty coming up July 10th. But with that, I'm going to say goodbye, and I hope everyone has a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully see you tomorrow at 7 p.m. for Treasures to Die For. Have a great day, everybody.
Susanna tomorrow morning.
That's right. Well, Susanna tomorrow at 10 o'clock on her channel, Susanna's Chronicles. All right, everybody, have a great day.
Bye.
Ooh, now I need to find. Don't forget the Jabberty clues.